afternoon. Welcome back to Northern Ontario. My name's Dave, and this is Macaro Siding, my in-skill railroad. And we're going to progress on something a little different tonight. Is it night? No, it's not. It's getting close. I'm going to talk about ballast. Not so much laying the ballast, but making your own. And I'll show you what I do. Now, I buy my ballast when I do buy it. I usually buy it from Otter Valley Hobbies, and it comes in a container like this. It's from Woodland Scenics, and it costs $15.95 for a container this size. Then, and this is the kicker, it is $15 to ship it. So this suddenly becomes an almost $36 bottle of ballast. Now I know you need lots of ballast, especially if you got a layout as big as mine is. Tons and tons of ballast, and you want it to be to scale. So you could go and just buy 5 or 6 of these bottles, and then you'd be up into the hundreds of dollars real quick. What I do is I go again to my local hobby store right here in town. It's called Dollorama, and in Dollorama they sell a small container of gravel for decorative things. I don't know what. I'm still at a loss at why they sell it and what for, but they do sell it. But the one thing about it is it's too coarse, and a little container like this is $2. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4 containers here, so that's $8. So I'm already at 50% off. And what I've done is I bought a very inexpensive, and I mean the cheapest thing I could find, coffee grinder. We do have one upstairs for real coffee, but I think my wife would shoot me if I decided to bring it down here and used it to grind coffee, since she likes her coffee ground up specifically for our espresso machine. So what I have here is this little, it's called a Master Chef. Believe it or not, I don't know if they're related to the Master Chef on television, but it does say Master Chef on the front of it, so somebody somewhere is benefiting from this. And the ballast I make, I put in a container that is remarkably similar to the Woodland Scenics bottle. In fact, except for the little divots in this one so it's easier to hold, it's an identical bottle. And right now I've got some ballast in here that I've made, but we're going to make more. But before we get to that, and we have the grinding and my talking, I want to show you the Refinery from last week. So here we are. It is lit up. We've got 8 lights across the top. We've got my red flashing light right up here at the top there. You can just barely see it, I think. And so that's ready to go. So with that ready to go, we're ready to start working on the whole area that's here on my desk covered with stuff. And what I'm going to do is I almost always use grout as a ground cover. So this cork that's here is probably going to get painted a brown color, and then I've got several different colors of grout that I'm going to mix together, and I'm going to put it down on the whole surface, so the whole surface is done. On this side, which you can't really see, but on this side, this is a highway that goes into the paper mill and out to the main highway that's back out here on the layout. So we're going to just concentrate on the inside of the refinery with the grout. But I just wanted you to see what it looked like finished. I'm quite pleased with it. Let's just go to there. You can see it from the top down. Zoom in a bit. There you go. Here you see it from the top down. So what I did after we finished last week, I put all the wires together. I soldered them. I put the shrink tube on them, and so there's only 2 leads coming out of all of those lights that are on the actual refinery building, and they go into a 3-volt battery holder right now. This will become a permanent connection because I have a 3.3 volt power supply that I run all my lights on, and it's located already plugged into the layout because the mine, the open pit mine, has all its lights installed already, so we're ready to go. And I did some hunting around and I found some more lights to do the whole thing. So we'll be putting more lights on this as we go. So anyway, let's go back to what I'm going to do here. So each one of these containers is a different color. And the one thing I find, and a lot of guys don't do it, but I insist on doing it, is I mix different colors of ballast, because when you go and look, you stand somewhere and look down a line of track, it's not all the same color. It changes. So from just because they have different gravels when they make up the ballast to do it. So we're going to grind up some of this today, and once it's ground up, I'll spread some out and zoom in so you can see what it looks like. This container is from parsley. We buy our parsley in a big bottle like this. So this is not going to be a long video, and it's not going to be a difficult process. So for about, I think I paid $12 for this coffee grinder. I got it. Where did I get it? Canada, we have a store called Giant Tiger. I don't know if they are in the States or not. But anyway, they sell inexpensive appliances, so I bought this. And so what we're going to do is we're going to grind this up. So I'm going to go back to we'll go back to 6. So I'm just going to put that here. You can see how heavy that gravel is. That's quite big. I mean, especially for N scale, this is huge. I mean, if I took a micrometer and measured them, these things would be like 2 feet in diameter, which is not what they put in the track as ballast. So all I do is I take this, and we'll go back to, let's go to 2. I take this, and I put it in the hopper, and I'm just going to move. I'm going to move this out of the way because I don't want it to get damaged, and I don't want the wires broken. So let's just. Okay, it'll sit up there, will it? It'll sit up there, I think. Okay, I got a spot for it. It's a little tipsy, but I got a spot for it. So of course the coffee grinder comes with a hopper, and it's got a level. It's got a level in it that tells you how far to fill it. So here we go, that's filled. And we'll go to 1 and put it in, lock it down. It's got a protective lid on it so you can't stick your fingers in it while it's grinding. And it's going to get noisy here right now. And so I'm just going to put some out on the paper here so you can see the difference. And it's not as ground up as I want it to be, so we're going to go put it back in here again and give it another shot. Because some of it's still see if we got it now. I got that there. And I'm going to put some of the original out here so you can see the difference. Want to come on 6. It says 6. Here we go. So you can see that it's quite a bit finer than the original. The original is, as you can see, fairly large for an N-scale layout for gravel and ballast. And this is the same gravel, and you can see that it's also changed color. It's gotten much lighter once it's been ground, because there's all sorts of dust and powder in it. But I'm just going to keep. I'm going to do this one more time for you, so you can see how it's done. And I'm going to pour out the mix once this is mixed all together. So here I go again. I'm taking my my parsley bottle, and I'm tipping in the gravel. So you can see, if you keep at this, you can make another full bottle of ballast. And I like to, of course, shake it up so that it blends, because otherwise it's not the way I want it. So come on, there we go. I'm going to put that lid back on so we don't spill it. So we'll go back to camera 6 here. Is it 6? I think it is 6, eh? Yeah, there's 6. I'm going to move some stuff out of the way so I can move this white piece of paper so you can see. So we have the three different gravels. We have the gravel that I just put in and that I ground down. This is it here before it's ground. Comes this fine powder, and then this is, now I don't want to say the final result, because at a certain point I start to look at these and blend more colors in than one, or more of one color in than another, to make it look as varied as possible. But you can see it's very fine, and it is, in my opinion, perfect for N-scale. So once again, what do? You go to your dollar store and you wander around and you look and you ask, see if you can find it. If you can't find it, ask. They may have it somewhere. You just can't find it. That's how I found it the second time I was in, because they keep moving stuff in the store. So we're going to grind one more. Got another color here. Where's that black? Here's the black. So we're going to grind some black. So once more into the cup. Now, if you can't find it at your local dollar store, if you're traveling, always go into another dollar store somewhere and they may have it. It just depends on what the what the store is stocking at the time, because sometimes they don't always stock everything that the other stores do. It changes store to store. One more time. And we lift off the lid. This. So you can see I spent $8 on this gravel from the dollar store, and I've just about made a jar that would have cost me $36 to get shipped to me. So there may be other stores that sell this decorative gravel. I don't know. I just know that my local store does sell it. By other stores, I mean some place like Walmart, or maybe even a florist shop, if this is what that's supposed to be used for. But as you can see, it's not very difficult to do, and it gives you a good amount of ballast. And next week we will be ballasting this track. I've been debating what I was going to do with it, whether I was going to set it into make it look like it was set into concrete or just graveled, and I think I'm just going to gravel it. That would allow, probably not very environmentally healthy for the ground, but if there was ever a leak here, it would seep into the ground and not be sitting on a concrete slab. So I want to thank you for watching. I want to ask you to like, comment, and subscribe. It costs you nothing to subscribe. If you subscribe, hit the little bell, and it will notify you the next time that I put up a video. Usually plan the videos on a Wednesday, get things organized, shoot it on a Thursday, put it out Thursday night. So you'll see me next week. So once again, take care of yourself, take care of your family, and remember, it's your railroad and you can build it any way you want. Thanks, and we'll see you next week.